not the results you're looking for, but hopefully something we can build on and get ready for Stillman and our home opener in a couple of weeks.
Well, every football game you play, you're going to evaluate the film tomorrow and correct mistakes, and we're going to build on the positives and correct the things that weren't positive, but we're going to move forward from here.
I know TCU jumped on us early, scored 24 unanswered, but then got a nice touchdown drive, went 10 plays and 75 yards to put one on the board and get the game to 24-7. Went to halfway that way and knew he would get the football to start the second half. Thought that first drive of the second half was critical, and give credit to TCU for getting the stop and really controlling our offense throughout the second half.
Well, you got to credit TCU on both sides of the ball. They played an excellent football game. They have a lot of excellent football players. They had a good plan. They did a great job. But, obviously we feel like we could have executed some things better on both sides, offense and defense. And, we're gonna again evaluate this, go back to work, and we know we'll get better.
Spotted at their own 28-yard line. Straight drop, Boykin under pressure now. In trouble. Dogs will sack him. Back at the 13-yard line, a trio of white jerseys there. Bank. Backs to either side. Williams left. Gates right. Boat right at center. Snaps it. He'll give it to Denzel Williams. He'll sweep right side and find the end zone for the first time in 2014. It's touchdown Bulldogs.
Well, I didn't think our kids backed down. We play with pretty good tempo. It needs to be better. But our kids, they went out and they got after it. But it was unacceptable performance from an execution standpoint. We got to be better, and when our opportunities are there to make a big play, we got to make them. So, but the kids were disappointed. We're all disappointed, and it was unacceptable. The way we went out there and didn't execute. So that's what we're working on right now, cranking the tempo up even more, demanding the little things, sprinting off and on and off the field, those things, which has got to be our trademark and our identity.
Give goes to Denzel Williams, finds a seam up the gut. He's inside the 10 to the 5 and should have a first and goal Bulldogs. TCU 31. Eubank, play fake, straight drop, steps up in the pocket, has some running room, takes off, 25, 20-yard line. Whoa! Runs into a frog at the 8.
Look, this is some great competition. It's a Big 12 program Gary Patterson's led. Just built a tremendous program here at TCU over the last 15 years. So if there's a silver lining, look, you got to play a lot of guys tonight. You talk about evaluating. You got to see some guys go against Big 12 talent in a Big 12 atmosphere, something you and the coaches can really use down the stretch.
Yeah, I think, when you look at it, we played a lot of inexperienced guys tonight and on both sides of the ball, and they got their first taste of college football. And that was something we knew going in we were going to have to do with the style of offense they play and play the game that it was going to be. So from that standpoint, we got some experience and something we can build forward.
Talk about the offense a little bit. I know it was not the greatest of nights for Michael Eubank, but he certainly had his moments tonight running the offense effectively.
Yeah, I thought he did a good job overall, and I'm sure they did a good job of pressuring him at times. He got out of some things and kept the chains moving. I think we saw some good things out of him that he can build on, and he'll continue to get better.
And again, Young at the running back position, saw Denzel Williams grow up back there and play some good football tonight.
Yeah, he carried the ball well a few times that he was involved, and I saw him break a tackle or two, made a couple conversions for our football team, and he's going to continue to step forward.
That's why we really got to make sure we hone in on little things, being physical all the way across the ball. I mean, whether it's from the quarterback standpoint, running the ball, whether it's a running back standpoint, tight ends, offensive line, receivers, be physical. I thought our kids were that, but we got to be better, and we got to be physical and execute. So there's a number of things we're working on, and we're making sure that we get that pounded into our guys. And the good thing about it is they take it on. I mean, we're telling them this, but they already know it, and they're taking it upon themselves to work on it. So we got a great group, great bunch of kids in there, and they had a good practice today. It was some tempers flared, which is good. I mean, we want that kind of attitude and that kind of chip on our shoulder going into this next week.